Now in this particular question, we're going to look at one of the applications of factorising. Factorising is very useful in a number of applications. We're going to have a look at one of those. Now one of these is the simplification of fractions. Okay, and as you'll remember from looking at fractions, let's say we had the fraction 4/6. Well, let's factorise that. We can write that as 2 times 2 over 2 times 3. And because every term on the top is multiplied together, and because every term on the bottom is multiplied together, we can cancel out these 2's. Or rather, we can say 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 2 once. So on the top we end up with the fraction 2/3. We've simplified the fraction. We can do a similar thing with algebraic fractions. Now sometimes with algebraic fractions they're a little more complicated to see, but when you factorize things, sometimes it becomes clear what the common denominator is. It's easy enough with numbers to know immediately what the common denominator is, but sometimes you have to factorize a fraction to see what a common denominator is. Now you already know how to factorize, so I'm just going to factorize straight away. I'm going to take out that y. So there's going to be y groups with x minus 7 in each group. And on the bottom I'm going to factorize this whole thing. And because you've practiced factorizing, what you'd actually do is you're going to take that over here, you're going to go through your various steps, you're going to work out what numbers give you 7 and 2, you're going to split it into 4, you're going to split that into 2 groups of 2, you're going to find your common factor, you're going to bring it back together again, and you're going to get a single term, and that single term expression will be x minus 2 by x minus 7. Okay, now you'll notice that similar to this question over here, we have a common factor on the top. The factor on the top is x minus 7. The factor on the bottom is x minus 7. Because every term on the top is multiplied by x minus 7, and everything on the bottom is multiplied by x minus 7, we can divide above and below by x minus 7. So y times x minus 7 divided by x minus 7 once. X minus 7 goes once. We've simplified expression. What we now have is y over x minus 2. So that is our simplified fraction. The question, and the last thing you always do, is read the question and answer the question you were asked. The question is, what is the denominator? The denominator means what type of fraction it is, which is that thing on the bottom. Put your x minus 2, you type your x minus 2 in here, you click on your submit button, and you'll get your score.